We own.
This is TBC The Recap. Coming up, President Buhari appoints ex-IGP Smith as PSC chairman. Bauchi Deputy Governor Nuhu Gidado resigns. House of Reps seek stiffer action against South Africa's xenophobic attacks on Nigerians. 33 persons killed in Delta State following oil spillage. Former President of Ghana John Dramani Mahama declares his intentions for the 2020 polls. Zimbabwe Parliament sets new date for Mugabe hearing. Malaysia's embattled former Prime Minister questioned by anti-corruption agency. A Nigerian entertainment lawyer files lawsuit against for sexual battery, forced imprisonment, and transmitting sexual disease. Details of all this and many more coming up. President Muhammadu Buhari has appointed former Inspector General of Police Musiliu Smith as chairman of the Police Service Commission. Buhari's letter seeking legislative confirmation of the appointment as well as members of the commission. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has said he is ready for probe over the $16 billion power project. He made this known in a statement by his media aide Kehinde Akinyemi while reacting to President Muhammad's remarks on Tuesday over the failed $16 billion power project. The Deputy Governor of Bauchi State, Nuhu Gidado, has resigned. His resignation was announced late Wednesday in a letter saying he has lost interest in the position. Gidado thanked Governor Muhammadu Abubakar and the people of the state for giving him the opportunity to serve. followed a motion entitled Urgent Call for Concerted Diplomatic Action to Stop the following oil spillage in these areas. Reports say the devastating oil spillage, apart from the havoc it wreaked on the people's sources of drinking water, lands, and the fishes, worried residents in the affected areas have fled their homes for fear of more trouble. The spillage occurred on the 24 inches Trans-Roma crude oil pipelines owned by Shell Petroleum Development Company in Burutu area of Delta State. A cholera outbreak has killed 12 people and many have infected at least 134 others in the northeast Nigerian state of Adamawa, a medical official said on Wednesday. According to Isra Sakawa, a medical doctor from Mubi General Hospital in the town, so far 12 people have died from the disease and there are many more cases that they have little manpower to deal with an outbreak of such magnitude, adding that nurses were on strike. Former Ghana John Dramani Mahama declares his intention for the 2020 polls. Former President John Dramani Mahama has finally declared his readiness to contest in the 2020 presidential election if he survives the flag bearership race in the National Democratic Congress (NDC). Ghana FA President Kwesi Nyantakyi charged with defrauding by false pretense. The Police Criminal Investigations Department (CID) has formally charged embattled president of the Ghana Football Association (GFA), Kwesi Nyantakyi, with defrauding by false pretense. This followed allegations that he used the names of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia to extort money on arrival from Morocco and driven straight to the CID headquarters, where he was interrogated for about 5 hours. Zimbabwe Parliament sets new date for Mugabe hearing. Zimbabwe's parliament said on Monday that former President Robert Mugabe was scheduled to answer questions week related to diamond mining operations during his tenure, but an official said senior ruling party politicians opposed this. Mugabe was originally scheduled to appear before the Mines Committee on May 9, which would have been his first public appearance since he was ousted in November, but the invitation letter had never been sent. Parliament wants the 94-year-old to give evidence over his 2016 declarations that the state had been deprived by mining companies of at least $15 billion in diamond revenue. Malaysia's embattled former Prime Minister questioned by anti-corruption agency. Embattled former Prime Minister Najib Razak arrived at the headquarters of Malaysia's Anti-Corruption Commission on Tuesday, which had ordered him to explain a suspicious transfer transfer of $10.6 million into his bank account. The sum is just a fraction of billions of dollars allegedly siphoned from state funds, 1MDB, a scandal that dogged the last 3 years of Najib's near-decade-long ruling and was one of the main reasons why voters dumped him in an election on May 9. Iranian officials split over response to U.S. demands. On Monday, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo presented a list of sweeping demands for Iran, including abandoning nuclear enrichment, its ballistic missile program, and its role in Syria, Lebanon, and Yemen, or face the strongest sanctions in history. 4 senior Iranian officials contacted by Reuters interpret Pompeo's remark as a bargaining strategy similar to Washington's approach